Hello, I'm Fred Langan. This is CBC News Business for Thursday, October 30th. Here are today's top stories. Shrinking GDP, the U.S. economy declines for the first time since 2001. And pay-per-view, new CRTC rules may affect how you watch television. For the first time in more than 7 years, the American economy has shrunk. Gross domestic product numbers released today by the U.S. Commerce Department showed a 0.3% decline in third-quarter growth. That's the worst quarterly performance since the last recession in 2001. The U.S. GDP report has left many businesses here in Canada worried. Ron Charles reports. We'll have more on this story later in the program. Vancouver-based Canaccord Capital has announced plans to eliminate 10% of its workforce. That's about 170 jobs. The brokerage firm is also cutting the salaries of its senior executives by as much as 20%. Canaccord cites deteriorating global capital markets, as well as its decision to repurchase more than $100 million of asset-backed commercial paper investments it sold to customers. The market for asset-backed paper froze last year, hurting Canaccord and many other companies. Quebec pension firm Caisse de Dépôt wrote down nearly $2 billion in exposure. Most of the major banks were also caught in the market freeze. Stock markets gained once again with the TSX rallying for a third straight day. It climbed 354 points to close at 9,856. Another rally in the last hour of trading accounted for one-third of the TSX's gain on the day. Materials and energy top gaining sectors in spite of lower oil and metals prices. Each sector gained more than 5%. The Dow ended with a 189-point gain, closing at 9,180. Intel was the top gainer among Dow stocks, boosted more than 8%. It also trades on the NASDAQ. Hewlett-Packard jumped more than 6%. The NASDAQ added 41 points. Apple up more than 6%. The dollar rallied again today despite the fall in commodity prices. The loonie was up almost half a cent, closing above 82 cents U.S. Had a similar gain in Europe, closing at 63.52 euro cents. The ups and downs of the Canadian dollar this week underscore just how volatile markets are for currencies, not just in Canada but all over the world. Japan is reeling from the high value of the yen, Britain and Europe from the falling values of the British pound and the euro. Adrian Arsenault reports on the chaotic world of currencies. On a day when the free market magazine The Economist endorsed Barack Obama for president, it also published a piece on bias in the news business. Many media owners push their politics. Fox News reflects the right-wing views of owner Rupert Murdoch. The New York Times is liberal. Obama says Fox News hurts him. Sarah Palin says the same of the liberal news media. Rubbish, say a couple of professors from the University of Chicago's Business School. One of their arguments is that biased reporting is usually preaching to the converted. Not many minds are changed by Rush Limbaugh, or The Economist for that matter. And that's this edition of CBC News Business. I'm Fred Langan. I'll be back tomorrow at 6:30 Eastern. Hope to see you then. Bye for now.